Barakathin Yahweh, Barakathin Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Greetings to the hopeful leg, and salutations to the families of 12 tribes of Israel. My family, led by the Spirit. We're going to do part 3 of the world's religions, their legions, versus Israelites with their kingdoms. And part 3 is Ishmael, Arabs, Muslim, and the heathen nations. Alright, let's start. Let's get edified. Let's start with Genesis chapter 28, verse 6. And you'll see how Esau is in bed with these Ishmaelites. Now, Esau saw that Isaac had blessed Jacob and sent him away to Paddan to take a wife for there, and that as he blessed him, he charged him, "You should not marry one of the Canaanite women." And that Jacob had obeyed his father and his mother and gone to Paddan. So when Esau saw that the Canaanite women did not please his father, Isaac, Esau went to Ishmael and took Mahayat, daughter of Abraham's son Ishmael, and sister of Nabiot, to be his wife in addition to the wives he had. Yeah, so he already had been in bed, you know what I'm saying? And we proceed, all these nations are in bed with the Edomite demons, you know what I'm saying? Let's proceed. Let's go to Psalms 83. And let's see, O Yahweh Elohim, do not keep silence, do not hold your peace, or be still, O Yahweh mighty Elohim. Even now your enemies are in tumult. Those who hate you have raised their heads. They lay crafty plans against your people. Crafty means witchcraft, sorcery, divination. They consult together against those you protect. They say, "Come, let us wipe them out as a nation. Let the name of Joshua Israel be remembered no more." They conspire with one accord against you. They have a covenant. The tents of Edom, see, the Edomites first, because they're sun worshippers, and the Ishmaelites, that's Ishmael, bastard half brother, who's a moon worshipper, and Moab, the Asians, Chinese, and the Hagarites, Gebal and Ammon and Amalek, Philistia, and the inhabitants of Tyre, Italy, all these nations, Assyria also joined them. They are strong. They are the strong arm of the children of Lot. Do not let them do to them as you did to Midian, as to Sisera and Jabin at the Wadi Kishan, who were destroyed at Endor, who became doomed for the ground. Make their nobles like Oreb and Saeb, all their princes like Seba and Samunaram, who said, "Let us take the pastures of Yahweh Elohim for our own possession." Oh, Yahweh mighty Elohim, make them like the worldless dust, like chaff before the wind, as fire consumes the forest, as the flames set the mountains ablaze. So pursue them with your tempest and terrify them with your hurricane. Fill their face with shame so that they may seek your name. Yahweh Elohim, let them be put to shame and dismayed forever. Let them perish in their disgrace. Let them know that you alone, whose name is holy, are the most high, the mighty I am over all the earth. There you go, see. So now you know that they already have planned, man, tumult. That's why, the Roman Catholic Church, and they pretty much, I don't want to say necessarily, but they had a finger in starting Islam. And that's why they revere the Queen of Heaven also, man. They're all heathens, Now, let's proceed. Let's go to the great prophet Jeremiah. Let's go to chapter 40. And let's go to verse 14. Are you at all aware that Baalis, that Baal, king of the Ammonites, these heathens, man, has sent Ishmael, son of Nethaniah, to take your life? See, there you go. See, he was prophesying that. And you remember too that Ishmael was at the forefront of the transatlantic trade, man, to the southern kingdom, man. Them and the Hamites, man. Let's not forget, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Ishmael is ruthless, man. You're going to get served too. And see, the other nations too, you know what I'm saying? Like Psalm 83 says, they all conspired. And now let's go to Ezekiel, and it says here how the Most High is going to judge all the nations. As I live, says Yahweh Elohim, surely with a mighty hand, that's Yahweh Shai, and an outstretched arm, and with wrath poured out, I will be king over you. I will bring you out from the peoples and gather you out of the countries where you are scattered, with a mighty hand, and outstretched arm, and and with fury poured out, and I will bring unto the wilderness of the people. There I will enter into judgment in with them in your face to face, as I enter judgment with your ancestors in the wilderness, as I did with your ancestors in the wilderness of the land of Egypt. So I will enter judgment with you. Yahweh Elohim, I will make you under the staff and bring you down and bring you in the bonds of the covenant. I purge out the rebels among you, those who transgress against me. I will bring them out of the land where I have resided as aliens, but they shall not enter the land of Israel. Then they shall know that I am Yahweh Elohim, man. Because it says, as for you, O Israel, it says your Elohim Yahweh, go serve your idols, and all you and every one of you now and hereafter, if you will not listen to me, but by my name you shall no longer profane it in your gifts of your idols. There you go. See, basically, like other nation that defiled the Israelites, man, they made us sun worshiping, divination practicing idiots. So judgment's coming on the nations. Now let's go to Matthew, okay? And check this out, man. Matthew chapter 24, verse 31. Then the Son of Man comes in his glory, and all the angels with him. Then I will sit on the throne of his glory. All the nations will be gathered before him, and he will separate people one from another, as a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. And he will put the sheep at his right hand and the goats on the left. Then the king will say to those in his right hand, come, you that are blessed by my Father, and inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundations of the world. Salah, hallelujah. Now I'm going to forward down to verse 41. Then he will say to those at his left hand, all these nations, you that are accursed, depart from me into the eternal fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. See, there you go, man. It's going to be destruction, man. You know what I'm saying? And the joke. Now, let's proceed to next reference. We're going to go to the book of 2 Thessalonians, and we'll go to verse 13. And here it goes. But we must always give. Oh, Salaki from here you go. Let's go. We're gonna go to verse 3. Here we go on chapter 2. There you go. Okay. Let no one. Okay, here goes. As to the coming of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and are being gathered together to him, we beg you, brothers and sisters, do not be quickly shaken of mind or alarmed, either by spirit or by word or by letter, as though to the effects that the day of Yahweh Elohim is already here. See, it's already upon us. Let no one deceive you in any way, for that day will not come unless the rebellion comes first. Yeah, man, you know. And the lawless one is revealed. You know who the lawless one is? Esau, man, and Ishmael, but Esau mainly. It's revealed. The one who's destined for destruction, he opposes and exalts himself above everyone's so-called God or object or worship, so that he takes his seat in the temple of Yahweh Elohim, declaring himself to be a God. Yeah, man, because these fools give these false religions. You know what I'm saying? You know, they think they're God. Do you not remember that I told you these things when I was still with you? See, I said I was shy, man, and you know that, but it's now restrained him, so that he may be revealed when the time comes. For the mystery of the lawless one is already at work, but only until the one who now restrains it is removed. Then it says, and then the lawless one will be revealed, whom the Most High Yahweh Shai will destroy with the breath of his mouth, annihilating him by the manifestations of his coming. The coming of the lawless one is apparent in the works of Satan. Yeah, man, sun worshiping Satan, man, who uses all power, signs, lying wonders, every kind of wicked deception for those who are to perish, because they refuse to love the truth and so to be saved. For this reason, Yahweh Elohim sent them a powerful delusion, leading them to believe what is false, so that all who have been not believed the truth, but took pleasures in unrighteousness, will be condemned. Ooh, man. It don't get any harder than that, man. You know what I'm saying? So, take you to that. You know what I'm saying? These nations, you know what I'm saying? They're through, man. In part 4, most I be winning fighting, we're going to address 2/3 of our people. The wicked, the sellers, and the coons. That's part 4, the conclusion of this. You know what I'm saying? So now let's go to Hebrews chapter 9, verse 27. It says here, So Yahushua has been offered, because, and just as it is appointed for mortals to die once, and after that the judgment, so Yahushua has been offered once to bear the sins of many, will appear a second time, not to deal with sin, but to save those who are eagerly waiting for him. Basically, you know what I'm saying, he's just going to come for his herd, his flock, and everybody else going to get dealt with. And now let's close it up with Revelations chapter 19, verse 17. Then I saw an angel standing in the sun, he had an idol, deceives all nations, and with a loud voice he called to all the birds that fly in the mid-heavens, come gather for the great supper of Yahweh Elohim, to eat the flesh of kings, the flesh of captains, the flesh of the mighty, the flesh of the horses and the riders, flesh of all, both free and slave, both small and great, because the whole world got deceived. Then I saw the beast and the kings of the earth with their armies gathered to make war against him. That's the Edomite demons and all these heathen nations, and two-thirds of our people, to make war against the rider on the horse and against his army. And when the beast was captured with it, the false prophet who had performed in his presence the signs of which he deceived those who had received the mark of the beast and those who worshipped his image. That's the Pope and Muhammad, the sun and moon, false prophet. These two were thrown alive into the lake of fire that burned with sulfur, and the rest were killed by the sword on the end of the rider on the horse, the sword that came from his mouth, and all the birds were gorged with their flesh. There you go. See, that's pretty much how it's going to go down, man. The wicked Edomite demons, they're going to get smoked. And so is Ishmael's abomination, divination practicing ass, and the heathens, man. I hope this edifying. Glorify be Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Glorify be Kakadash. I'll be willing providing. Before sunset today, before the new moon, I'll drop the next video. Shalom.